By now, most of you started using and loving this little item. If you don't love it, you might be doing something wrong with it, so contact your ITC and get a little bit more training, because it might be something simple that could make it a lot more useful for you. We're happy to come give you a tutorial during your planning, or we're also happy to come hang out with you in your classroom while you're teaching and help you use it in the most efficient ways possible. Today, I want to talk to you about these babies. You can program those buttons to do all kinds of things, and I'm going to show you how. First, open your XP Pen tablet software. Then you're going to go to where it says Shortcut Keys. At first, it's going to give you the option to program the first 4 keys, but if you click here to where it says Show All, it'll give you the option to reprogram what each of these keys does. I have my top 2 buttons reprogrammed to be a space bar and a left key. Here's a training presentation I'm giving later today, and now I can go forward or backwards between my slides using my top 2 keys and not having to find the arrows in the bottom of my screen while using my on-screen pen. So how did I get it to do that? I went into my XP software and I chose K1. It's set to default to letter B, not helpful for me, so I'm going to hit Customize. And up here where it says Keyboard, I can put up to 20 keys in here, but I just hit space. Now, when you go to program the space, you cannot spell out the word space, because if you do, it's going to add all of those letters to what happens when you hit that key. I also cannot backspace when I make a mistake in this area, because it's going to add backspace to what the computer does when I hit that button. If I want to clear the field, I have to use this little trash can to delete one key, or the sweeper to delete the whole thing. Then don't spell out space. Just hit the key on your keyboard that you want to be hit when you hit that button. And now I'm going to go OK. And now when I use my top button, my K1 button, it will hit the space key on the computer for me. Same thing for K2. I wanted to program at the left button. So I hit Customize, I come up to here, and I hit the left button on my computer. Now, the reason I have them programmed as space and left and not right and left is because having that top button be the space bar allows me to navigate to the next slide, but it will also pause or play video in pretty much any platform. Let's set up my third button. I'm going to Customize, and I can also put keyboard shortcuts in here. So now I have Windows Shift S programmed as what happens when I hit the third button. So when I hit the third button on my keyboard, it automatically takes a screenshot. That's just an example. You can do Control-Z, you can do Windows-L to lock your computer from the other side of the room. Any shortcut key you can program into there. You can even program in a string of text. This is how I programmed my 4th button to have our domain name. So anytime I'm in a text field, all I have to do is hit my 4th button and it will type out the domain name. If you look at the rest of that menu, there's a bunch of different things you can program those buttons to do. You can even have them run an application. So for example, you can hit the button and it'll open your PowerSchool. Now, the run application function is a little complicated, so if you want that one programmed, contact your ITC and we'll come by and help.